Have you been falling short of your goals?
I love this image.
Yeah, you're just singing for the first time right now.
That's so great, babe. You look awesome. And the look on my face, oh yeah.
Well, we're going to reveal what's probably causing you to fall short of your goals, assuming that you are. We all are in some area of our lives.
I'm sure.
But
What's that one goal you haven't actually accomplished yet?
Yeah,
You know the one.
one goal. What are you talking about? Oh my gosh. Well, we're going to be unpacking that a little bit later, and give you some solutions on, pointing out the reasons why this is happening. We can apply it to our own lives. We have some stories to share, and some solutions on how you can close the gap
That's
between
right.
and succeed on your own terms. This is Sunday Inspiration Live. I'm Bob Baker.
I'm Pooki Lee.
Woohoo! And who's that little guy down there?
Oh, that's Keone.
That's our
little love pup.
That's our sidekick.
I know.
A
He's
love
so
pup.
awesome.
We already got people here in the live chat. We got Debbie and Adele and Lisa. Excuse me. We got Cindy and Joe. Oh my gosh. Deanne is here. Yay. Crystal, of course, a lot of regulars on Sunday mornings. Stephanie, Crystal, I've already mentioned those people, I think. And we're off and running here. We got a lot of stuff here. We got our normal original songs we're going to do, a little dance party at the end. For the first time ever, you don't even know this yet, Pooki. Something something new and different I'm doing with Bob's Comedy Corner.
What?
Yep.
All right. I'm all for surprises.
Gonna be sharing
fun surprises.
surprises.
Good surprises. I'm all for good surprises. Let me just restate my intention.
The happy surprises.
Happy surprises. That's right.
So let's see here. Well, we always like to start off by synchronizing our vibrations together. So Pooki, would you like to take us on a little centering journey?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, this is the time when we come together in this beautiful space, this infinite space of divine love, where our hearts are liberated to feel and fully express all the love and all the joy that is within us. And when we express this love into the world, we send out this healing vibration that brings healing to the whole planet and beyond. Let's not forget, and beyond, into the cosmos, into the infinite realms, known and unknown. Our love is so powerful, it can go places that we are not even aware of. That's how powerful our love is. We are love at the core of our being. And so as we gather together around this sacred circle, this Sunday inspiration, we connect to our hearts. And if you're willing, put your hand on your heart and feel the beat of your heart beneath your hands. Oh, that magnificent, magnificent heart. Constantly, continuously, never ceasing, as long as you are breathing, to send love into the world. Every moment, every day, the love that you are is being radiated into the world through this powerful heart at the center of your being. And so we acknowledge this heart, and we just want to say thank you for always being so present to me, so always supporting me, always loving me, always holding the rhythm of life within my own being. I am so grateful, so grateful. And now as we're in this infinite field with one another, we can reach out in this infinite space and we can touch one another in this field, because our love is that expansive no matter where we are. If we are tuned in right now to this sacred holy moment, we can connect with all of those that are with us in the field. All. So connecting with all the beings, all those that are present with us now, seen and unseen. We connect our love, we amplify our love, send our love out And then we send our love to our beautiful Mother Earth. Oh, our mama. She needs our love so much. She needs our love. When we begin to really love her, things will change on this beautiful planet, and she will begin to heal again. So right now, we send our love, our compassion, our healing to our Earth Mother. In gratitude, we thank her for all that she gives us so willingly. The mother of us all. Now bring your energy back into your own heart, and let's just give you a little blessing. Right? So this heart, this love, this healing energy that's inside of you is for you too. It's for you too. And so as you're feeling this love inside of you and you feel your heart beating, allow your love to go to a place in your body that needs love. Maybe it's somewhere that you're hurting. Maybe it's your heart. Wherever it is, just send love to that place. Just see love surrounding whatever it is. Surrounding, and bringing compassion and healing to that place within you. Feel that. Feel into that. Okay. Now we get to say thank you for this beautiful heart and for this beautiful divine connection and for our celebration today of being here in this present moment with each one of us. Thank you, everyone. Our hearts are connected. Well, they already were. However, there's something that happens when we bring our attention to things. Like when we look at things, we can have things present to us everywhere. But until we start actually begin to look at it, we really cannot see it, And I'm having this whole experience with drumming, and it's all about looking at the drum and knowing the drum and experiencing the drum. And once you know that, it changes everything. So it's so important where we put focus our attention.
Yeah. So we've been doing this Sunday Inspiration Lives for over 3.5 years, and we come together primarily to inspire each other, to lift each other up. We share a lot of laughs. We play a lot of upbeat songs, but we also are here to acknowledge and support each other in good times and bad. And Pooki, can you just say a little something for our friend Tracey Love?
Our beautiful, beloved Tracey Love.
Yeah.
And just lost her father this year, just this week. And it's been a really challenge for her. She's had a lot of loss in the last few years. And so she's in Dublin, in Ireland, and we just want to send our love. Let's just take a moment from our hearts, right? Because we are here to support each other through the good times and the difficult moving things that we have to move through. So if you could just put your hands out to your screen, this really works. I'm telling you, it's so true. Even though she can't see you, she can feel you. And just send her love that supports her as she experiences great loss in her life, as her beloveds are moving and transitioning into another world, another place of being. And so we just hold her in our heart as she's going through this, and we just keep her safe in our love. Because the one thing about living this life is that we will all leave it someday. And I celebrated 1 year of the father of my children leaving just recently. And there's something that when we leave our physical bodies, we're missed. We're really missed, And so we pray that Tracey has a beautiful time remembering and celebrating her dad, and that her heart heals, and that she's able to move through this transition in beauty and grace and in love. And we love and adore you. And I have to say, every time that something happens, for me, like when I go through a challenging time, I share, in the community. I always get letters from Dublin. She always sends me.
Oh my God!
I just looked at them this morning, actually, when we got married, when Howard died, my birthdays,
Christmas.
She sends us gifts at Christmas.
across the Atlantic.
Across the
Yes.
Atlantic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so many beautiful things. I should have put my coffee in her mug today. She sent me this beautiful coffee mug. It has a Scottish plaid and this Irish plaid on it, and it has my initial P. And Bob got one too.
Yeah, I got a
and they're
P.
beautiful.
We love them.
And we love them. And I wish I would have had the presence of mind to drink from that cup today, because I do love that cup. And I love you. And we're holding you in our heart.
Absolutely. Let's extend that wave of healing to anyone who's we all at different times in our lives go through challenges of various kinds. Certainly the loss of a parent or a child, which she's also experienced, and a sister.
And a sister.
Yeah. So
in the last 3 years.
Yeah. That's pretty tough.
A lot.
So, but
And she also has her own health struggles
yeah,
too. You know, like she's navigating her own health.
I'm glad she's still here in the.
And she's still here. Oh, Tracy, we love you so
but I mean,
much.
she's in the chat. She's still here.
Yeah, give her some love, peeps. If you're in the
Absolutely.
chat, give her some love.
All right. It's just, I think Joe and maybe a couple of at least Joe mentioned this. I neglected to play something here, our typical opening theme song. So let's. I'm going to play this clip just to switch up the energy.
Wow, Joe, thanks. That's so good.
He actually missed it, and so did I. I totally spaced on this. So let's just kind of shift the energy.
Oh, we got to talking, that's why.
A little bit. Yeah, we went right into the opening prayer. So here we go. Here's everybody's a little clip from our opening track on our album.
Sing along if you know it.
Oh, when I wake up in the morning, I feel so grateful. When I wake up in the morning, I feel so alive. When I wake up in the morning, I feel the spirit. Oh, when I wake up in the morning, I'm here to thrive. So I wake up every day. Wake up, this is what I say. Wake up, I am so free. Wake up, and I'm free to be me. I'm free to be me. Yeah.
There we go. We
Oh,
got it.
yeah.
We got it in.
Thanks, Joe. I'm free to be me. Yeah, wake up in the morning with gratitude. Whew. So good.
So just remind everybody, we are, again, more than 3.5 years and doing this just about every Sunday with rare. I think we missed maybe one or two, in 3.5 years. It's a pretty good record.
Yeah, no, even when we were getting married.
Yeah.
On the day that we were
I
getting
know,
married,
yeah,
we were live streaming on some countertop in somebody's kitchen in a house in LA.
In the Airbnb.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Now, when we're in Japan next month, we're supposed to go to Japan for like 9 or 10 days, and whatever that Sunday is, I'll most likely just have to do a best of, pre-recorded thing. I doubt very much we're going to be able to stream live at the right time. Who knows?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the time change is just going to be so
but,
different.
But we'll have something in place for you. But we used to do it. We started off doing it on my channel, and then we switched over to Pooki's channel several months ago, and I was streaming live on both of them, and things was just getting a little wonky. So we're trying to get as much attention and traffic. I'm just streaming live to Pooki's channel now and Pooki's Facebook page. So if you're not already subscribed or watching over there, please do so. I think most of you are, based on the comments here. But yeah, so continue to. This is the place where you'll find our live streams on Sunday. Let's play a song here.
Okay.
Now that we're all warmed up and giddy up, and so there's a lot of talk about sunshine and letting the light in and all that. But you have a particular affection for the nighttime, the moonlight.
I do.
And the lunar
phases, and how we are nature.
We are nature.
And we are meant to follow the cycles of nature. And really, our calendar is all out of whack. It really is. This calendar that we're following is not. Yeah, the Mayan calendar, when you check into other calendars, ancient calendars, they follow the cycle of the moon, a 28 to 30-day cycle. And I think that our bodies resonate with that. I think that it benefits our bodies a lot. And I also think that there's a lot of power and healing in the moon. So next time that you have a full moon, and you see that shimmering, glistening light cascading down on you, come back to this song. Just remember what's really happening. See, this is the thing. When you're aware, then you're like, oh, I know what's happening. But if not, you're just walking around, the moon shining down on you. You have no idea. Right?
All right. This is the original song called Moonbeams.
Memories of moonbeams in the night, dancing my body in the light. Moonbeams casting shadows at my feet. Moving, I surrender, I release. Dancing under the stars in the moonlight, bare feet in the earth is sweet delight. Heart beating to the rhythm of the night, deeply healing me, setting my soul free. Moonbeams glisten in the air, swirling, dancing everywhere, shimmering in the dark of night. Surround me in your healing light, dancing under the stars in the moonlight, bare feet in the earth is sweet delight. Heart beating to the rhythm of the night, deeply healing me, setting my soul free. I receive this healing light, I receive this healing light, I receive this healing light. I receive this healing light, I receive this healing light, I receive this healing light. Moonbeams shining down on me, healing illuminosity. Shadows a tiptoe at my feet, moving, I surrender, I release. Dancing under the stars in the moonlight, bare feet in the earth is sweet delight. Heart beating to the rhythm of the night, deeply healing me, setting my soul free. Oh, these moonbeams, oh, these moonbeams, setting my soul free. I receive this healing light, I receive this healing light, I receive this healing light. I receive this healing light, I receive this healing light, I receive this healing light. Whoa, 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 moonbeam. May you never look at the world the same. Oh, the moon the same. May you never look at the moon the same.
Or your world the same.
Well, you know, when you, like, there's so many things that bring healing to us. So many. And they're all around us. And it just takes a moment to see it. To see it and to feel it. So thank you, everyone that loves that song. I love that song, too.
Yeah, a lot of great compliments there. Or comments
I love
about
that song.
about
I love that song. Yeah, it was a moment in my life when I danced in my backyard with a Walkman on cassette player on my back and headphones. And it was I received a lot of healing from the moon. So, yeah, absolutely. Ah! Look at that. Lisa was playing her drum to it.
Oh, playing a drum along with it.
Wonderful.
That is so cool.
That's right.
Hey, if you haven't done so already, in the comments, let us know where you're watching from. Let us know if it's your first time or first time in a while, anyway, catching a live stream here. And because pretty soon we're going to be checking in and highlighting some of your comments and interacting in real time here on the YouTubes and Facebook. So this is a first. I believe this is definitely the first time this has happened in the 3.5+ years that we've been doing this.
What?
I have found so many great jokes, I could not pare them down. So we're going to do 2 segments of Bob's Comedy Corner.
What?
Instead of doing them all at one long session later, I'm gonna let's just see how this goes. We're gonna do section 1 here, and then in the normal slot later, toward the end, I'm gonna do part 2 of Bob's Comedy Corner on the same topic. All right, oops. So here we go. I hope you're ready for it. You don't have.
Are you ready?
For those of you who love this segment, you don't have to wait around. But stick around for part 2 because it's really good too. All right, hang on now. It's Bob's Comedy Corner.
Should do be why.
Bob's Comedy Corner. So as we record this, we're doing this on August 18, 2024. August 18 is a special date for many reasons. One,
You became a dad.
the main reason is my daughter's
became a dad.
birthday. In fact, soon after our broadcast ends, we're going to be meeting her and her boyfriend for brunch. She turns 28 today, and so I couldn't be more proud of that child.
Oh my gosh, she's amazing.
But also on this date, August 18 in 1969, do you know why that's significant? It was 55 years ago today.
1969. I was only 8 years old. You were too.
I was 9, I think,
Oh, you were 9?
by that point. I was a young 9.
I was too young to go.
But Woodstock.
But I knew about it because I lived in New York.
You knew about Woodstock?
Oh, I had a Woodstock poster
Did you really?
in my room.
I believe the full name of it is the Woodstock Music and Art Fair. Mm-hmm. But everybody just refers to it as Woodstock. But
I had the poster. In fact, mine was a glow-in-the-dark poster. And mine was really cool. I was a cool kid.
it was near. You still are. Cool kid.
I'm still a cool kid.
It was
Thanks,
near
babe.
Bethel, New York. Attracted, they say, some 400,000 fans. But today was the final day of Woodstock back in 19.
Dang, and my mom didn't go, or I would have been there. Yeah, my mom wasn't like that.
So I actually looked for Woodstock jokes. As I scan the internet looking for dad jokes, I don't make up all these things. Although I try to make up some of them on my own. But I couldn't find a lot on this classic rock. I mean, on Woodstock specifically, but I found a ton of great jokes on music and pop music in general. So we're going to do this. And there were so many of them, I could not pare it down. And so we're going to do about 12 of the jokes now, and then another 13 is going to come up later on. All right. And so I think I would spare you doing like 25 of them all in one long stretch. But
He's learning.
But these are good. I really enjoyed these. All right. So Pooki, a little story about my past. Years ago, my ex-wife and I sang "Eye of the Tiger" 6 times at a karaoke night. Yeah, we were going through a bit of a rocky patch.
Babe.
These are some of my favorite jokes I've ever done. I hope you like them. Hang on a second, let me get my cue. What did the drummer call his twin daughters?
I have no idea.
Anna 1, Anna 2.
Ah, that's funny.
I often wonder if the guy who came up with the term one-hit wonder came up with any other phrases.
Did he?
That's the joke. That may have been his only. That was his only popular phrase.
I use that all the time.
My friend asked me when I was going to shop. Start again. My friend asked me when I was going to stop quoting Elton John lyrics.
Okay.
And I said, I think it's going to be a long, long time. Oh, Pooki, I've been a musician for many, many years.
Right.
I once formed a band called the Sewing Machines.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't work out. We couldn't get a singer.
Ah! Did you get a brother? That's another joke.
Yeah. Oh, but I am putting back together my old band called Bubble Wrap. Yep. All we do is pop.
That's cute. I like it.
Boy, you know, the other night I wasn't expecting my Uber driver to pull up wearing a Gloria Gaynor face mask.
What?
Yeah, at first I was afraid. I was petrified. Some of these you'll either get or you won't. If you're familiar with pop culture, that was hilarious
That
if
was
you
a
got
good
it.
one.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Oh, you know, there's a little tidbit about my life growing up. My mom and I, we had two obsessions.
Really?
One was collecting fungus and bacteria.
Oh.
And the other, we both loved the Queen song Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, you might just say, I'm just a spore boy from a spore family. That was like a Lucille Ball laugh there. You glad I'm splitting these up and not doing one long one?
Yeah, really.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I was also once in a band called the Radiators. Yeah, we were a great warm-up act.
There you go. You got to know. These are old-timer jokes.
Elton John has announced his decision to never again wear standard blue denim pants.
He did.
Man, goodbye normal jeans. It's
Babe, where'd you find these?
goodbye normal jeans. Oh, my farmer friend, he used a government grant to buy a whole lot of baby chickens. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he got the money for nothing and the chicks for free. And final joke for this particular round. Don't use boomerangs as drumsticks.
Okay.
Or there will be repercussions.
Oh, so silly, babe.
And that has been part one. It's Bob's Comedy Corner.
Should do be why.
Bob's Comedy Corner. Have no fear, part two will be coming up a little bit later on.
Have no fear, part 2 will be here.
Okay. We're still on for 11:30.
Okay.
By the way. All right. So a lot of people like that one. Yeah, these are some really good ones. I found these all on the same website too. So they had some real gems. You can find some real clunkers if you just search on the internet for jokes about different. So I have to search like 10 different sites to find the.
Your dedication
12.
is unrivaled.
And then I rewrite them because sometimes the setups.
Unrivaled.
The setups are not very good, so I rewrite them for impact, and sometimes I write my own. Like last week, I think, I wrote a bunch of them myself. All right. I want to share a couple of things in my life that were pretty cool this week, and then we're going to check in on some comments. Then we're going to be talking about why you fall short of your goals. But I had some nice good fortune recently. So many of you know an art form that I love, a performance art form, is improv comedy. I first did it back in 1985. And over the decades, I was kind of in and out of it. Then 10 or 12 years ago, I decided to start teaching it locally. And first couple of years of teaching it, it was sporadic here and there. And then like in 2014, over 10 years ago, I decided regular classes. And I kind of have immersed myself in the local community. I co-wrote a book on musical improv with Laura Hall. So it's a sideline part of my life, but it's an ongoing serious,
A joyous part of your
joyous
life.
one. Yeah, I'm very actively involved. And so the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, our local daily here in St. Louis for a long time, a Pulitzer company or whatever, they did a feature on improv. And that came out on Friday. And yeah, I was fortunate enough to be quoted in it. It was more about like where you can learn improv in St. Louis, like who's teaching classes, and then the writer interviewed students and the teachers about the benefits of taking improv classes.
Keep talking, babe.
And so, and it was a full 2-page spread. It was pretty extensive there. And so, and I've got some friends that are featured in this, so it's cool to see. I got Jonathan and Diane and Doug are all there in that lower picture, and it's a view of from one of the improv venues here. And then this final page, after I'm quoted, I don't know if you can see there, kind of in the middle of the page, where it says Bob Baker. I got several paragraphs where she quoted me on some different things. There's my down at the bottom there, toward the left, is Robin, who's a regular attendee of my musical improv classes. And so, that was really cool to get some exposure for St. Louis. And St. Louis actually has a part of improv history because it's definitely a uniquely American art form, similar to jazz. It's like almost like the performance art acting version of jazz because you're making stuff up and riffing off of each other, But there was a group called the Compass Players that performed in St. Louis in an area called Gaslight Square. It used to be an entertainment mecca back in the late 50s.
Yeah, I remember Gaslight Square.
Late 50s. I think it fizzled out in the 60s, but it was like the place to be, like a lot of well-known.
Okay, well, maybe I don't remember it then.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we attended. Yeah, but you heard of it.
I think that they still called like Laclede's Landing still like Gaslight Square.
Laclede's Landing is different. Gaslight Square is more closer to the Fox Theater.
Okay, no,
it's
I wasn't
Midtown.
here then.
Yeah, and there was a place called the Crystal Palace with the Compass Players. They were a group of improvisational theater people from Chicago who came down and performed at the Crystal Palace for a couple of years, and it was there that they developed sort of like the modern rules of improv that we still use today. And then they went their married, then they disbanded or whatever. But some of them went back to Chicago and founded the Second City in 1959. So I'm sure you've heard.
Yeah, I wasn't even born yet.
Sure
You weren't
heard
either.
So you've heard of Second City, I'm sure. And that was like the first school and venue, I think, in the country. And now they've got
It's everywhere.
Now improv is spread far
St.
and wide.
Louis.
Like high schools have like improv clubs.
Hey,
and
my
things.
son Andrew was in one.
Yeah, see, I didn't.
In fact, I went to Union Station where they were performing. They were in a competition.
That's cool. They
Andrew
didn't have
was-
that when I was in high school.
He was a little kid. He was like 15 years old. He was so doggone cute.
Another thing I just want to
Still is.
share. I've been doing this new interview series called The Inspired Live from interviewing amazing people doing amazing things in the world. And just this past week, it won't be available. It's not available yet because I still need to edit it. It's in the kind of the queue. It'll probably be a few weeks before this comes out. But here's a screenshot I took where I interviewed Jason Stevenson.
Oh,
Who he has two YouTube channels. One features his voice, like he does a lot of meditations and sleep affirmation stuff. And then he has another channel which is just like meditation music. And combined, those two channels have 4.6 million subscribers.
Baby, he's doing it. He is doing it. He is helping some people.
Yeah, and he's in Australia, and if you may be familiar with him, but he's got a huge following. And when I reached out to him, he goes, "Oh, I know who you are, Bob. We're all familiar with other people doing similar things in this space on YouTube." The nicest guy. He was very open and shared a lot of about his story, his personal story. And I asked him a lot about his business model and all that. And we had a great conversation, and even continued to talk after the recording about staying in touch and who knows, maybe collaborating on something in someday. But he's an amazing guy doing great work. So that was a real thrill, for me.
Follow him
Yeah.
for sure.
Jason Stevenson.
Yep.
And so that's that. Let's check in on some comments here. Yeah, there's some acknowledgement that Jennifer loves Jason Stevenson as well as Crystal. He kind of has like his niche or whatever is nighttime stuff. Like he has a lot of sleep affirmations, sleep meditations, where I tend to carve out my bread and butter or whatever you're going to call it. It's our specialty is morning affirmations specifically. So we kind of cover different ends of the day.
Beautiful.
My high schooler. Oh yeah. Lisa's daughter Rachel is really good at improv. She's joined us a couple times in our Zoom improv classes. Debbie says looks cute when you pop your heads around the
pop up, right?
The pop up. Let's see here. Becky, hello, Becky Kimball. That's not a name I recognize on Sunday. So
She says, you two peeking around the corners of the article cracked me up. There's two parts there.
Oh, okay. Oh, she said that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she said, cracked me up.
That is
so
is funny. Let's. I don't know why that's so funny.
No, it's so perfect. Because you don't expect it, right?
I gotta point this way. There's the article right there.
There's the article right there.
We're having some fun here.
It is fun. I figured that out one time. I'm like, oh, I think I can peek around that picture. And I did.
So Debbie says, "Oh my God, I'm crying with laughter for the music jokes." Good joke. Yeah, these are some really good ones. Deanne's a big fan, as well as Lisa. Should do be repercussions. Yeah, wasn't that a good one?
Michelle says hilarious.
Where were we at? Oh, yes. So I just don't want to just pop up comments that are praising me, but it does feel really good.
Oh, no, he wants to. No.
A spore boy. Don't stop. Okay.
So good. So much fun.
But if anyone is is here for the first time, or you just want to let us know where you're watching from? Coolest Woodstock poster.
I know. I had it. You know, with the guitar.
It's had it though. You don't have it anymore.
I don't have it anymore.
That'd probably
And
be
the
worth it.
bird that was sitting on the guitar, I sure did. I had it in my bedroom.
Crystal says, I've been to the field in Bethel, New York. It's like you can feel the music and vibes from that festival.
I bet you can.
Wow.
I bet you can.
Joe says, I was 14, a little too young to go to Woodstock.
I know, right? We just a little late.
And thank you for wishing my daughter happy birthday. I appreciate that, Deanne and Debbie. That's awesome, as well as Tracey. I think Tracey had to leave us, but I'm glad.
Oh, Lisa came right in time for Bob's Comedy Corner.
Who did?
Lisa Vivio. See?
Oh, okay.
Lisa?
Yes, and I don't know if you caught that. It's a two-parter, so that's just part one. I'm going to do part two a little bit later.
I hope
so.
Ben's watching too.
Right. That's Christina Blevins is joining us here.
Hi, Christina. I love you. Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Let me see if there are any newer comments here. Yes, indeed. If this is your first time here, where are you watching from? Let us know in the comments. Joe says Bob and Jason are two inspiring dudes. Thank you so much. All right.
Oh, yeah. Lisa.
Oh, so Becky's kind of living proof there that, yeah, I listen to Bob in the morning and Jason at night. It's a perfect pairing. It's like fine, the wine that you pair with your meal.
There you go. Perfect.
That's really great to hear. I'll have to pass that on to him. And you know what? During the interview, he says he loves music, but I don't think he's a musician in the way that we are. But I told him about the musical affirmations, and at the end, he said, "Oh, I would love to hear some of those." So I sent him links to "Money's Coming to Me" and "I Am Capable" and "I'm Great." The affirmation songs specifically.
Right.
And he emailed me back and says, "Brilliant! Oh my God, those are so awesome!" So he really loved them.
Great. I hope we
So-
get the same response from Hay House.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're looking.
Yeah.
Everybody send your energy to Hay House that they
Yeah.
love the music affirmations.
I got
That they love them.
I got
Send the
three-
intention that a lot of people are listening to them.
They haven't posted yet. They're posting one new affirmation a week. There's a total of 13 by the time September rolls around. But the music ones, yeah, the abundance is coming to me, or money's coming to me right now is one is coming, and then life is good and I am grateful. I'm curious to see how the Hay House audience will respond to that.
I think they're gonna love it. I think it's gonna start dance parties, babe.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, I think so. It could be a whole new thing for us too. I see us doing a national tour of performing arts centers. Hold that vision. Where we bring in the music and the inspiration, and we keep dancing and humor. Whatever version of Bob's Comedy Corner will work in a live setting like that. Some improv. Oh, it could be a whole experience.
A whole experience.
Yeah. It'll be some kind of
Bob
experience.
loves it. Well, babe, we better write some more music. We've been off the thing for a couple months now.
Did you
I
know
mean, a
that-
couple years,
Yeah.
actually.
We need to write some new stuff.
We do.
So, did you know that 5 days ago, on Tuesday, August 13th, it was Jennifer's first birthday?
Happy birthday, Jennifer.
Happy birthday
Happy
to
birthday to
you.
We've never done that before.
Debbie loves,
Probably won't do it again.
loves the music. That was a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
That's right, just
Debbie-
for you.
Debbie loves the music affirmations. Yeah, that is the thing. There's not really a whole lot of people doing that. You know who's really gotten into the whole affirmations thing? That Snoop Dogg, of all people, has some kind of an affirmation thing out aimed at kids.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, because when I'm always checking, what's happening.
What's hot?
What's
What's
trending
happening now?
on affirmations. But a lot of
That's
people are
right.
searching for Snoop Dogg affirmations. So
I have to mention this because I haven't seen her in a very, very long time, and that's Shama. And I love you, and I miss you, and I want to be with you. I want to come back out to the Heartland.
is she here? Oh,
Yeah,
right there.
she is. And she's a beautiful, beautiful, wise elder living in California on some beautiful land. And I visited her. I came to her land one time, and I spent some time there with the community of young people, and it was glorious. And she's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soul. And so I just want to send my love to you, Shama. I miss you, and I look forward to the day when I can be out there with you and Anders again, for sure. He reached out to me recently, so I'm like, I always pay attention to those things, so you never know.
Well, whether you're here for the first time or you're celebrating a birthday or you're just here, you're just happy to be alive, to be with us. You're celebrating hanging out with your global family here. And, oh, yeah, Juliet, I saw your thing earlier, or your earlier comment. And so, yeah, please do reach out by email to Lisa. And she said she had some kind of an idea or something for something or other.
Fantastic.
But whether you're here for, well, no matter what you're here, what you're celebrating, we want to celebrate you. But we don't do this alone. We have a group of people that come together, and they create a whole studio next door and come early, and just so they could share their appreciation for you. For
It's all
being
about celebrating
who you are. So Crystal's going to help us. We're going to do a countdown from 5. We're going to cue Studio B. Are they ready? Let me just check with my producer over there. Yes, I think they're all. One person is. Okay, they just all got in their seats. They are ready. Ready for the countdown? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cue Studio B. It's amazing.
Look at those happy people.
I know. That's for you. That standing ovation is for
Just for you. Just for you.
And there she was. If you missed it, get ready to cue Studio B. Becky earlier said, "You both are a ray of sunshine that make me smile. When I'm off on Sundays, I watch live, but I have watched and followed Bob for years, listening from Louisville, Kentucky. Oh, cool.
Yeah, we love Louisville.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won the Compassion Games many years in a row as being the most compassionate city in the country. And then they had some little challenges come up, in their community, kind of change things. But yeah, they are known for compassion. So you come from a compassionate city.
Cool. Benita is watching from
California. My good friend Benita with her medicine drum.
Very cool. Is there somebody else's birthday that we missed? The comments are just flying by, so I can't keep track of all of them. So.
Okay. I think you got them all.
Yeah, all right. Cool.
Oh, there was somebody else from Dublin.
Oh, we got somebody else. Yeah, I saw that just a moment
Hang
ago.
on, go up. There she is, Christine Young. Hello, Christine.
Oh, hi, Christine. Welcome.
Welcome. Maybe you know our friend Tracy. Maybe not.
Yeah, you're both in Ireland. Certainly
Yeah,
you
right.
know each
Sure
other.
You know each other.
From the pub. That's also many stereotypes there. You're welcome, Jennifer. You deserve to get the birthday wishes and the standing ovation.
All right.
All right, so I think it's time to move on.
Let's do it.
To our topic here, which I know the thumbnail I wanted to grab attention, saying this is why you fall short of your goals. But the actual title of this is the knowing doing gap, why you fall short of your goals. I'm just going to briefly read this general concept, and then we're going to go off of the script here. I got a whole bunch of notes here, but basically, what is this thing called the knowing doing gap? It's a concept that explores the discrepancy between what people know they should do and what they actually do. And while the term originates from the business world, there was a book called The Knowing Doing Gap, which is more, again, focused on business. It's highly relevant to personal development and everyday life. The idea is pretty simple, that many people have the knowledge and the understanding of what it takes to achieve success, whether in health or finance, relationships, or personal growth, but they struggle to put that knowledge into practice.
Okay, so where in your life do you know that you should be doing this? You know it. And you're not.
You're not doing it.
Where in your life? So many places that we can look in our lives.
Right.
I think one of the places that we're affected the most by this, that has the most impact on us, is our health.
Mm-hmm.
We know what we need to do to be healthy, and we fail to do it. We just don't do it. And why is that, babe?
Yeah, so this applies to different things. So a lot of people, And I think there are probably segments of the population, especially in earlier decades, where we just didn't have the information out there about our, when it comes to health, about like what's really in the food that we're eating. These things that we're getting at fast food, or they're, they come in boxes and bags and they're listed as healthy, natural, nutrition. We just okay, we're lured by marketing, and there could be some level of, and I'm using ignorance in a way that's just the lack of knowledge. But I think most of us these days know what we should be doing. We know that we should be eating a lot of less sugar, don't we? We know that we should be eating more fruits and vegetables. We know that we should be staying away from processed foods. We know that we should be more active physically, on a hopefully on a daily basis, even for just tender. This is my visual interpreter here.
Go ahead, keep talking. I'll act it out.
Yeah. That could get distracting real quick.
I know. All right, I'll stop.
But so most of there may be some areas, like if you have a new endeavor and they're new to an industry or whatever, and you go, yeah, I don't really know the best practices or whatever. But sometimes actually with that, having a beginner's mind and not knowing the rules of some new thing is actually beneficial. But that's a whole nother story.
Right, we're not talking about that today.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. But we know what to do. Like, let's just use health, even with money, too.
Oh, yeah, there's another one.
Yeah, like we've heard this thing about 10%. Take 10% off the top and save it for yourself. You know about compound interest and how if you set a little away over time, over years and decades in particular, that money will grow. Do we do that? No.
Right.
So there's a disconnect between
There
the
is a
things
disconnect.
that we know, and I'm experiencing this with health is the one, and I don't want to like make this a story of my life because it is changing.
Yes, it is.
In the past, it's still something, and it's something I'm working on and getting better at.
Yes,
is the health.
you are.
I'm getting my stuff. I've got my stuff together in a lot of relationships and
Look at me.
and mission.
Yeah, look at this.
I live for Pooki.
No, not that. But yeah, you're good in relationships. There's so many things that you're so spot on. Creativity, music, all the things. And then your dedication to your channel, your dedication to your work. I mean, you have a strong work ethic. You don't have an addictive personality. You're not a drinker.
I'm an abusive personality. I'm pretty even keeled.
Yeah, right. But there's just one area.
The big one is just having
it just is such a challenge, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then for me too, I know these things, but it really comes down to how do you tighten that gap? How do you move from knowing and not doing to knowing and doing?
Yep.
What activates that change?
Well, I think what we can do this in the rest of this segment is two parts here. One is just kind of point out the barriers to like what's causing that disconnect.
Okay.
Some of the factors, and then we're gonna offer some solutions.
Okay, perfect.
How to do that. So here's some of the reasons. So one is like fear of failure. Like I have this goal to lose weight or to have so much money in the bank, but it's just like, what's the use? It's not gonna work out. I've never been able to do it in the past. You're linking your previous history to what you anticipate is going to happen in the future. You don't believe you can do it. You don't believe you're capable of it. So that's a whole thought and belief system, right?
Yeah.
Like the fear of just what's
the fear of failure.
What's the use? There's a couple of them here. I mean, there's procrastination. Certainly, we put off tasks even knowing that they're important. It's a common barrier. But I want to. There's a couple of them here that I really want to touch on. One is overwhelmed. I mean, we're all overworked. There's just so busy, so you're feeling overwhelmed by the enormity of the task. In addition to all the other stuff that you do, so you make up an excuse that there's just no time for this. I can't work this into my schedule. You're just feeling overwhelmed.
Oh well, if you don't take time for your money or your health, you will have to.
You'll deal with it.
You'll be
one
forced
point
to.
or another.
Absolutely, and then it's no fun. Yeah.
But here's one that I think is often overlooked. It's the lack of immediate rewards. And this applies, we seem to be focusing, we didn't plan on it, on health and money. But in both of those cases, the payoff is often in the future. Like you don't see
Far in the future.
when you go on a new health regimen or start living a healthy lifestyle. Especially if you've been not living a healthy lifestyle for a while, you see some. Well, I take that back. You can see some initial short gains, but as far as reaching a certain weight or you're fitting into certain clothes, that's months. It could be weeks or months away, right?
Yep.
It's so that distant. Oh, it's so far in the future. You feel it. That causes a disconnect with it.
And then that cupcake looks really good
Yeah.
while you're waiting so long.
So you're short. Yeah, it's a whole like short-term benefits, pleasure versus long-term. What's your long-term?
I'll start tomorrow.
Yeah, that's part of that procrastination, right? And so the benefits of many health habits or good practices are often delayed, which can make it harder to stick with them. So you either put it off, or you think it just seems so far away, so I'm just not gonna do it, right?
So think about what you're telling your brain. You know, you instead of empowering yourself, you're focusing on the failure. You're focusing on the challenges that are going to arise. And the most important thing that you can do, if you can identify those challenges, you can set yourself up for how you're going to respond when that challenge shows up. Right? So you can think about, okay, I'm getting ready to go to this birthday party, and I know there's going to be tons of junk there that I really should not eat. And so I'm going to make an agreement with myself, and I'm going to ask Bob to hold my hand and watch me. Because if he sees me going for that double down chocolate brownie,
fudge,
yeah,
something
the
really,
double
yeah.
fudge, excellent, the whole thing, like the chocolate explosion, he needs to stop me, And so then I already have a plan in place so I can navigate those areas where I start getting a little iffy, like, oh yeah, well, maybe if I just have one, we play these games with ourselves, and it doesn't help us because it really chips away at our confidence. It really does. When we make those little bitty things, chips away at our confidence.
So let's go ahead and, if we're ready to shift over into solutions.
Sure.
Already.
I think you guys get the idea, right?
Yeah, these things. Yeah, procrastination, lack of motivation is another one. Overwhelm, lack of immediate results. Let's stick
Oh my gosh, like it's going to be so hard. Like I have all this weight. Because I have some, like in my own family, I have some people that are pretty heavy. And like even just to start walking, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is so hard. And it's like, I don't even want to start walking. But no, well, let's just walk down the block. We'll start there. And then tomorrow we'll walk 2 blocks. You just got to
how
start.
about just one or two houses?
Yeah.
Or one or
just
two mailboxes.
Just start
Yeah.
somewhere because, the further that you let your health go, the more work you're going to have to do to bring it back, right?
Well, that's actually one of the solutions here. Yeah, it's small, consistent actions, breaking down goals in smaller.
Oh, I'm jumping ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. I just riff on where we're at. I'm going with what is. That's an improv principle. You may have an idea.
And
where
I'm a what is girl.
Yeah, yes, I'm yes-anding you. That's just an improv principle there. But breaking your goals down into smaller, manageable steps can help bridge the gap. Consistency in small actions often leads to significant long-term gains. I've often said this. You've probably heard it many times here on Sunday mornings and elsewhere throughout my career. If you think of me as successful or being able to reach a lot of people, it did not happen because I got on Oprah or I was on the cover of the New York Times. There was no inciting incidents that boosted me into fame. I didn't have a manager, a publicist. Yeah. It was because of consistent actions. I did a little something
every day.
And I remember we're going to be meeting with my daughter. It's her birthday today. But I remember when she was a toddler and I was separated from her mom. And so I had a full-time job. I had her half the time. And she was a toddler, so you had to be present, when you're with your child.
And he was a great dad.
Well, thank you so much.
I wish he would have been my dad. I was like, I want you to be my dad.
But that would get weird if that was the case. Yeah.
No, I'm happy to be your wife. It's all good.
Yeah,
no, I love being
good.
It's good.
But I had this aspiration, though, even though I have a full-time job. I knew I wanted to work for myself, and I was starting in the early days of starting my author career. I was working on books and whatever the marketing options were in that early stage of the internet, and I just chipped away at it. I did a little bit. I squeezed out time here and there, nights, weekends, just to get my message out there. And slowly but surely, I watched my book sales slowly but steadily grow. and I got to the point when I put in my notice, actually, my job it was 20 years ago. It was 2004. I left that job.
Yeah, baby.
And I haven't looked back since.
I know, and then look at what came in.
But it's it's so many wonderful things.
Yeah, like you created an opening in your life so that something new could emerge.
Yeah, well, I was working on that thing intentionally while I was working the day job.
Yeah, so Bob's not an overnight success. He just
No.
didn't get 400 subscribers just because whatever.
400,000. Yeah.
Yeah, 400,000. Pardon. Well, he had 400 a long time ago.
Yeah.
But he just didn't get there overnight. This has been a constant thing. I mean, I think when the 2006 was your first YouTube video.
Oh no, 2000.
Five?
No, 16. Oh
2000
no, I'm sorry.
First YouTube
Oh, I
video.
started a YouTube account and posted my first video 2006. You're correct.
2006.
Yeah.
So yeah, look at that. That's 18 years.
Yeah. I celebrated
Long
18
time.
years on
So,
YouTube.
so that's you have to keep going. When you have a goal, you have an intention. When there's something that you're going for, whether it's your weight, your financial status, your career, you have to keep your eye on the prize. You have to keep your eye on the prize and making those consistent steps. And it's so good. I mean, we talked about it a moment ago, like accountability when I was talking about when we go somewhere.
That's on the list. Yeah.
And I asked Bob to help me out. Keep an eye on me, babe, because I know I'm getting into a dangerous zone. I know that sugar cookie's gonna be a calling, and I just already know this. So I already know, and so I can set myself up for success and also get support. Accountability partners are so important. Speaking it out into the world, what your intention is, only to people that will support you, not to everybody, because some people will try to, oh, you can't do that. What are you talking about? You can't lose 20 pounds. Oh, no, you can't make $100,000 in a year. No way. You know what? Don't listen to those. Don't tell those people your dreams, because that's what they'll do to them. But find the people that know you and love you and they want the best for you and support you. We have a community like that called the High Vibe Tribe. You can join us. But find a group or someone that can support you and help you stay accountable. And there's always all kinds of different ways that you can do it.
Absolutely, yeah. So it's just having and you just said it, but it's, having someone hold you accountable, whether it's a coach, like you
can pay for it, but you can get it for
financial
free
arrangement.
too.
It could be a friend, it could be a support group, a mastermind group, whatever. The High Vibe Tribe, it can be a powerful motivator. You can publicly announce that you're doing this, and then you really feel you might better follow up on that.
Yeah, right. When you announce it to like the whole community, then you really have to be accountable.
But I want to come back to this immediate rewards thing.
Okay.
And so since the reward often, like especially if you have aspirations to publish a book, that's definitely could be months off, a year off. But
if you're working with a publisher, yeah.
But although if you do it can be shorter as an independent author. If I'm doing a short book, I can get something out actually in a month or two if I'm really focused on it. But still, it's off in the future. Same thing with health goals. So what you need to do is create milestones. How can you get an immediate reward, and so that you're motivated, so that you're like you celebrate a win early, which is that's so a lot of the things I'm going to be. I've mentioned a number of times here in recent weeks that I've been working on. What is it? This course, which I think is going to be our core offering as soon as it's available, called the Personal Transformation Matrix, the Heal, Activate, Connect process. And one of the things I'm really going to stress about this is that even though it's not a quick fix process, it's a long-term thing that you have to incorporate as a lifestyle. You can get some quick wins. If you really do this work in those early stages, you'll start feeling better. Because even with health, even though you may not lose the number of pounds that you want, usually if you start exercising, if you start eating better, pretty quickly within a week or two, you can start to feel different and better. And so whatever your goal is that you've been avoiding, and there's you know what to do, you're just not doing it. What's a goal? How can you celebrate? Right. And with health, I wouldn't make it eat a slice of chocolate cake.
No. Yeah. We have to redefine treats.
Yeah, and redefine what your goal, how you're going to celebrate it.
You need to look at that stuff like, oh my gosh, I just lost 5 pounds. I want to go get ice cream. No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Because that is putting it in reverse. Right? So we have to think, I just lost 5 pounds. I'm going to go and get myself a top.
Yeah.
or something or a pair of earrings or something, or I'm going to go and get my girlfriends together and we're going to go celebrate and have lunch and we're going to celebrate me. Something like that. But don't that reward of food. We've been programmed around food. That's one of the reasons why we're facing some of the health challenges today in this country that we are, right? We've been given some messaging about food that's not good, right? It's not true. It's not real. I mean, breakfast and first thing in the morning is good for you. That was a Kellogg's advertisement. That wasn't true. They just wanted to sell cereal, And what I've learned in my health journey and in my health certification is that breakfast necessarily isn't the best meal for you of the day. Really isn't.
Especially if you're doing intermittent fasting.
Yeah, and actually you probably want to try to put eating off as long as you possibly can in the morning. And for me, sometimes that's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's the first time that I put something like solid in my mouth.
Yeah, well,
so it's all just different.
With Pooki's encouragement, when she already had one for a while, has been using it as part of this certification training.
I have had some results. I got results, baby.
Oh yeah, she's lost.
I've got
weight.
some good results.
Feeling more energetic than ever.
Oh my God, right, babe? I've been tearing the house up and rearranging and
in a good way,
moving furniture and all kinds like crazy stuff I haven't done in 15 years.
Lifting couches with one hand.
I'm telling
crazy.
you, I know. Changing the oil on the car. I mean, I'm telling you what. I don't know what happened. I'm like, whoa.
I was going to say, we purchased a Keto Mojo. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Keto Mojo.
And so it measures your glucose levels and your ketones, with different strips or whatever. And so I'm just like day 2 of using it.
Yeah.
So I'm monitoring. Yeah, so I'm taking those baby steps. We're monitoring where I am at different times of the day, and I got a new commitment to my health.
Yeah. Good job, Bob.
Yay.
Celebrating you.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Also, shifting from a mindset of perfectionism to one of progress can reduce a lot of the friction. So maybe the circumstances aren't perfect, but messy is better than not doing it at all. So yeah, strive for progress, not perfectionism.
Mm-hmm. You know what perfectionism is?
What's that? It's an obsession with being imperfect, something like that.
Well, now you.
I'm sorry. What is perfectionism?
It's gone.
Because I think what you said in the past is that usually people think of perfectionists as someone who wants to do everything perfectly, but really it's someone who notices all the.
It's someone who's obsessed with the imperfection.
Yeah.
With imperfections.
Right.
Yeah. It's the obsession of imperfection. That's what perfectionism is.
And that's not really
Yeah, no,
great
you're
space
never
to
going to
be.
get it. I'm telling you what. Nothing is perfect, and everything is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Pooki's, like I said, been learning. She got this certification and continues to get ongoing training from Dr. Mindy Pelz, who Jennifer just said she loves her. And we mentioned this before. Pooki has got a waiting list and also just her own separate email list where she's going to be dishing out lifestyle coaching for women, particularly for women mostly, and menopausal women in particular.
Yeah, but I can help men too. And listen, you don't have to. I mean, if you want to follow me, that's great. But really, everything that I'm sharing is what Dr. Mindy Pelz is teaching, and she has a YouTube channel, and she has like 1,500 videos up all around women's health. Mm-hmm. But she also covers men's health too. Men are a little bit more simple because they don't have the hormonal changes that women have every month. So it's kind of like, women go through a lot more. So there's a lot more for women to do than there is for men. It's a little simpler for men,
Yay.
And they also get...
Because men are just simpletons.
Well, not that. It's that we produce life within our bodies. And so we have these sex hormones, estrogen, testosterone, and progesterone. And those are in our, and they're all very active at different times of the month. Where for men, it's more testosterone that you have. You do have small levels of estrogen and progesterone, but the testosterone is what's really driving you. And you're getting those hits of testosterone every 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. So that's why men are kind of like, pretty like even keeled. But women, We're going through a lot of emotional stuff. If you want to know more, follow Dr. Mindy. If you would like for me to help you, I'd be happy to.
And the link to get on her list is in the description, whether you're watching it on Facebook or it's right under the video or YouTube.
And I haven't started making my own videos yet, but I will.
Lisa says, it's hard for me to imagine Pooki with more energy, unstoppable force of goodness.
Oh, my gosh. You should. I mean, seriously, Bob will tell you. It still hasn't stopped. I stopped my fast 2 weeks ago, and the whole thing just kept rolling. The energy just kept rolling. The brain clarity. I want you to know that fasting. Shh! Don't tell anybody.
Shh!
But
Our secret.
fasting is a spiritual experience. You actually get to tune into the divine in a much deeper way. But don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody. Debbie says, I love Mindy Pelz. She has a lot of great, helpful videos, great energy. Yeah,
she has great energy.
Talk
too.
about someone who's dedicated. Like she's just a workhorse and just cranking out content. She's like, there's an example.
But you know what, babe? Let's just give credit where credit's due.
What's that?
She has a huge team, a publishing company that is doing her videos, and she just records them, sends them off to the team. They do all the fancy stuff with it. They put it all together, and then they make it look all beautiful with all the things, and then they send it out.
Yeah.
So, she's working hard, but she ain't working hard like you working hard.
Yeah, doing
because you got to do you're doing all that stuff. You're the publisher.
Right.
So, but she is putting out an amazing amount of content.
But she still has to do the work and be dedicated.
She does. She's the driving force. She's the visionary.
So here's the highlight of the best practices to close this knowing doing gap. Break everything down to small chunks, small consistent actions. It doesn't have to be one big thing that you do in one day. Just chipping away at it. Mindfulness and reflection is something we didn't really talk about. Regular self-reflection and mindfulness practices can help identify when you're falling into that not doing stuff and allowing you to course correct. So just become aware of your activities. Accountability, whether it's a friend, a coach, a support group, have people that are cheering you on. Reframe your mindset away from perfectionism and just make progress. Again, chipping it away. As long as you're doing a little something, even if it's not perfect. Maybe you're not eating the perfect diet. Maybe you ate a good breakfast or first meal of the day. Start there, right? And then you can upgrade as you go along, but don't wait until you can do the whole thing that you want to do. Do some aspect of it, whatever you can work in. And then as much as you can celebrate and have immediate rewards along the way. What's a short-term goal that you can celebrate today, this week? Yes, celebrate that I made a healthy choice. I didn't eat the thing out of the box and I ate a fruit or a vegetable.
Yeah, I didn't buy that candy bar in the checkout line like I normally would.
Yeah. It's and there are, we were talking about earlier, treating yourself to a dessert. There are really scrumptious, good tasting things that are not loaded.
Oh my gosh,
with
we're
sugar.
making them at home.
Yeah, so you can still treat yourself to something that's familiar, like a dessert, but it's not loaded with all the crap.
We made Snicker bars, but they're made with dates and dark chocolate.
Yeah.
And peanuts or pecans or something like that. So
it's not all the chemical laden
no
stuff.
chemical, all natural dates, and it's got some sugar in it, but it's not this processed stuff that's out there in the store. So there's so many things.
Let's do some affirmations.
Let's do it. And Mindy's coming out with a cookbook called Eat Like a Girl.
Oh,
You're gonna love it. It's coming out in October.
Hey, I don't mind eating like a girl.
No, you're eating like a girl because I'm feeding you like a girl.
All right, here we go. Here's some affirmations. I'll say each one. Pookie's going to say them after me. Say them along with her. Ready?
Uh-huh.
I transform my knowledge into action.
I transform my knowledge into action.
I take small, consistent steps every day.
I take small, consistent steps every day.
I celebrate progress over perfection.
I celebrate progress over perfection.
I trust myself to follow through on my commitments.
I trust myself to follow through on my commitments.
I take action on the things that matter to me.
I take action on the things that matter to me.
I am accountable to myself and others.
I am accountable to myself and others.
Every day I close the knowing-doing gap.
Every day I close the knowing-doing gap.
And if you like those affirmations or would like a copy of that very image you're looking at, there Lisa's putting it in the live chat, and you can find it in the description. It's a link to my Dropbox place where you can go and download that.
Oh, I love what Lynette Evans is saying about
Where?
rewards. She says,
Down here?
oh, options for rewards. A massage for the body, a foot massage, a manicure, a pedicure, a facial, going to the park, something that you love.
It doesn't have to cost money either.
It doesn't have to cost money. You can, being in nature, but find things that really excite you, that really make you feel good, and go do those things to celebrate.
Absolutely. Oh, it's time for another original song.
Let's do it.
Then we're going to do part 2 of Bob's Comedy Corner, and we got a dance song at the end. Let's rock and roll.
Let's rock and roll, baby. We got a birthday date.
We got we got to celebrate my kid's
Celebrate.
birthday.
Oh.
Right. So I thought this would be a good one because basically we're talking about taking responsibility for your own life. I know this song is more about being responsible for society at large, but I think we can apply this to our own lives too, right?
Yeah.
I am responsible. So,
Oh, this song is 10 years old.
I know. A lot of these songs are. I can't believe.
A
Yeah.
lot of these songs are going to go into puberty soon.
Got pimples and everything. Going to the prom.
Wait. I am responsible. I am responsible. I am responsible to leave the world a better place. I am responsible. I am responsible. I am responsible to leave the world a better place. Everywhere, everyone wants to be free. Some look around and say, it's not me. How can they close their eyes and not see? It all comes down to me. Because I am responsible. I am responsible. I am responsible to leave the world a better place. Looking round the world, and what do I see? So many things in a state of need. Pain and suffering all around me. I won't stand by and just let this be, 'cause I am responsible. I am responsible. I am responsible to leave the world a better place. I'm reliable, accountable, dependable, invincible. I'm capable, incredible, responsible. I'm reliable, accountable, dependable, invincible. I'm capable, incredible, responsible. 'Cause I am responsible. I am responsible. I am responsible to leave the world a better place.
Sing along now.
I am responsible. I am responsible. I am responsible to leave the world a better place. Better place. To leave the world a better place. What are we gonna do? We're gonna leave the world a better place. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's what happens when you try to play a drum and sing. So many of you may know I sang the second verse first and the first verse second.
I don't think anybody noticed except me.
Yeah, I know. You smiled. I know. It was all cute. And, it's like, so I just did something that I don't normally do, and that's drum and sing at the same time.
It was
guess
not.
what?
That was not perfect.
It wasn't perfect. But guess what? I did it. I did it. Yeah.
I think people
And I
still
even
liked
messed up
it.
a little bit. Yeah. And I did it. Oh, look at that. Oh, my drum. Looks like the moon, doesn't it?
All right. So it's time for. I had to split this up.
No way. We're going again.
That's right.
Let's do it, baby.
First time ever I've done 2 segments of Bob's Comedy Corner.
I have a feeling it won't be the last.
And so, yeah, that means I'm going to have to find more jokes to be able to do this.
Oh,
And
boy,
so
that's tasking you even more.
You heard part 1 earlier.
Now
and
for part 2.
It's part 2 of... It's Bob's Comedy Corner.
Should do be why.
Bob's Comedy Corner. So as I mentioned earlier, August 18th, in addition to being my daughter's birthday, which we're going to be celebrating here in just a short while, it's also, this was when 55 years ago that Woodstock took place in New York, and this was the final day of the Woodstock Festival. So I found a whole lot of great music-related jokes, not Woodstock-specific jokes, but just music in general. And so if you're ready for round 2, ladies and gentlemen, get ready, because here we go. So, Pooki.
Okay.
What musical instrument is found in the bathroom?
I have no idea.
A tuba toothpaste. Tuba toothpaste. You know, people said that I'd never get over my obsession with Phil Collins.
What?
Yeah, but take a look at me now. You know, I once spoke to Bill Withers.
You did?
To tell him that Ain't No Sunshine was bad grammar. You know,
Really?
you know what he said?
What?
He said, I know. That's a line from the song.
I love it. I know.
Here's
I
a
know.
reoccurring topic with these jokes that's spilling over from the first one. Did you hear that Elton John's e-reader device was blown away by a tropical storm?
What?
Yeah, like a Kindle in the wind.
Okay.
You know, at a store, I once bought an Elvis Presley album called Wooden Leg, but I said to the clerk, I thought it was called Wooden Heart. And he said, yes, but this is a pirated copy. Oh, Pooki, you don't know this, but we're talking about writing new songs.
Right.
I actually wrote a song about getting our front door lock replaced.
What?
Yeah. There's a lovely key change at the end.
Yeah.
Let me know how these are landing, folks. Let's see. Oh, my friend Joe. You know my friend Joe.
I
right?
know your friend. We all know your friend, Joe.
Yeah, my friend Joe. There's a Joe that is often
This
here.
might not be you, Joe.
No, I think it's a different friend. My friend Joe recently went on the Dolly Parton diet.
Oh.
Yeah. It really made Jolene.
I'm begging with you, please don't take
Oh,
my
Pooki,
money.
this just in. Newsflash. Police are looking for a thief who stole a Stradivarius.
What?
Yeah, they are warning the public not to approach him because he has a history of violins.
That's cute. The violins.
Violins. So you may have noticed, Pooki, that I have this annoying habit of quoting Elton John's lyrics.
I see.
Yeah, I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind.
That you put down in words?
Yes, exactly. Oh, hey, if you're here for the popular yodeling lessons, please form an orderly straight line over there. I just wanted to yodel to see how I could.
Can you do
pull
it?
off.
Do it again.
Yodel, orderly straight line over there. That was pretty good. I have many gifts.
That's right.
I worked on that. I chipped away at that one too.
Okay.
All right. You know, Pooki, I've been thinking about selling my John Lennon memorabilia
No way.
on eBay.
What?
Yeah. Imagine all the PayPal. Oh, this is really sad. I have been banned from our local gas station
Why?
for playing The Who too loudly on my car stereo.
Why is that?
I won't get fueled again. I'd like that. All right, this is the final joke. I split these up so people wouldn't have to go through all of them at one time. This is really, I love this one here.
All right.
Did you hear that Elton John bought his pet rabbit a treadmill?
No.
Yeah, it's a little fit bunny. That's
funny.
And this has been It's Bob's Comedy Corner. Bob's Comedy Corner. So that's part
So
2.
silly, babe.
First time ever doing 2 parts to Bob's Comedy Corner. We'll see how that.
What a
if I have
riot.
enough. I want to thank Lisa Shepard, our very own hostess with the mostest and the head honcho of helpfulness, for sending us a little super sticker. And by the way, that's something that you can do. Lisa did that, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it puts your comment at the top of the chat for a short while. It pins it up there for a moment, or for a minute or two. I'm not sure exactly. But Carrie also sent us.
Oh, Carrie, thank you.
And so this is something that you can do now, because Pooki has reached a certain stage of monetization where she can't monetize their videos yet, but you can send a little digital love. And so if you'd like to send that, in fact, I think we've got maybe like $120 that'll be coming to her. It hasn't been deposited yet because there's a little bit of a delay from the time.
They're making money off my money.
So,
you know how they do that.
but if you want to help,
a little bit of money.
if you appreciate what Pooki and I do here, and you want to send a little thank you, help also fund our trip to Japan.
Yeah,
coming up. It's a peace mission.
Yeah,
And there's a bit of cost involved in that.
Yeah, it's like some people think, oh, you're gonna go do that, and they're gonna pay your whole way and all that stuff. Oh, no, they don't. No, they don't. You pay your way, right? Especially when you're working with nonprofits, because it's important for you to pay your way, because the nonprofit is raising money for a very specific reason, and it's not to get you flights and stuff like that. Just saying.
Yeah. So depending on your device, wherever you can leave a comment, there's also should be a little $sign, and you could click that. And if you have a form of payments hooked up to your Google or YouTube account, you could send the amount of your choice. And
It's all good. We're going. The money's going to show up for everything that we need.
But just
And you can be a part of that.
Make you aware of that option.
Yeah.
And
you can make a contribution to our trip to Japan.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So let's see here. Recap. Well, let's see here. I'm not sure what the recap would be at this point.
Well, what are your thoughts and takeaways?
Yeah.
How about that?
If you do want to reach out to us for anything, you have questions, the best way to reach us is to reach out to Lisa Shepard. I know somewhere is her. Is that
Yeah,
image.
a long list of things.
Oh, it's down at the bottom. Okay, here we go.
Okay, there we go. Lisa.
Move that up here. All right. So Lisa at bobbakerinspiration.com. In fact, anything related to what when we're on Pooki's channel, the focus is on her these days with these.
But that's really
Sunday.
Bob's virtual assistant. She helps me out a lot too, because she loves me. But
she does a little bit with your channel.
She does a little bit with my channel, but
I'm in touch with.
She's Bob's right hand arm. I'm the left hand. She's the right hand. It's all good.
And then with Lisa's right in the middle between us there. That was taken in Florida, just where we met her for the first time back in April.
That was definitely before my certification. Look at me.
Yeah. You look so much healthier now and vibrant. You were vibrant and healthy.
Now my
then.
face just looks a little different, but that's good. It's good. I'm happy.
So bobbakerinspiration.com is where you can find out about my work with Affirmations and get on my email list. But if you want to reach out to us, go through Lisa, because she's the easiest way, because we tend to
We are traveling. We are doing so many things.
Lisa at bobbakerinspiration.com. So check that out.
She's amazing. She's amazing.
We're going to play a song now called I Welcome Joy Into My Life. This is our final little dance party at the end. Because of the way this video is set up, I'm not going to highlight comments during the video, because we want you to see all this montage of people who danced around.
Yeah,
who
it's
sent
so
us
fun.
clips. This was like 4 years ago now. We invited people around the world to send us clips of them dancing to this song. And Pooki's son, Andrew, who's a videographer, among other things,
Made us green.
put this together. And
It's like, why are we green, babe?
and Pooki and I and Keone. Yes, there's even parts where I dance a little bit, but Keone's in it too.
Yeah.
You'll see.
We just got Keone too.
Oh, Dora Lee is in this.
Dora Lee's in it.
Holly is.
Holly Ann's in it.
Not sure if she's here, and I think someone
Brenda
else.
Olivers is in it.
Yeah. There might be some other folks that they're not thinking of, but a lot of these people have come and gone, and we're not even in touch with them. So one of these days, soon, hopefully, we're going to do another video. We're going to solicit your video clips and get a current, group of you who are with us these days. All right, here we go. But in the meantime, while this song is playing, in the comments, post your takeaways. What did you learn from this knowing doing gap? What are you going to do different? What was the big takeaway?
Yeah.
And-
How is what you learned today? How are you going to implement it in your life?
Yep.
Put down what the next step is, what you're going to focus on, and what your first step is, and put it in the chat so that we can hold you accountable.
And at the end, we'll highlight a few of them before we say goodbye and head off to my daughter's birthday brunch. All right.
Okay.
Here's the song. I welcome joy into my life.
Oh yeah, can you feel it? I'm talking about joy. Yeah.
I welcome joy into my life. 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 It doesn't matter what they say, I'm gonna do this anyway. It doesn't matter where I've been, now's the time to let it in. I welcome joy into my life. 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 It doesn't matter what I see, I know the truth is inside of me. See the good and have no doubt. Feel the heat and let it out.
Oh yeah.
Sing it out loud. I welcome joy into my life. 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 It doesn't matter what they say, we're gonna do this anyway. It doesn't matter where we've been, now's the time to let it in. I welcome joy into my life. 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 I welcome joy into my life.
I'm talking about that joy. Can you feel it? Let it on in.
Sing it out loud. I welcome joy into my life. 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 I welcome joy into my life.
Feels so good.
And then watch, here's a list of names of and locations of all the people that danced in this particular video. Yep. Vasiliki was in there, and she's someone who joins us often on Sundays.
I
She's here
know.
This morning. Look at all those people, where they're from. Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
So great.
That
I
was
love that
nice.
song. That's so great. That was a great time. We just got Keone too. Look at how short his hair was.
Let's.
And I'm wearing the same top. That was so funny.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like-
that's the
I was like,
same
oh
top
my gosh,
as
I'm
it-
wearing the same top.
Wow.
You just never know.
I'm just going to highlight some of the takeaways that came in. So Lisa put there, do what you know you're supposed to do. The more you put off, the harder you make it on yourself. Celebrate those small wins along the way to your goals. Know that you got this.
That's right. Absolutely.
And while it does help to have, definitely accountability with other people, connecting with other people for sure. Also, be your own best cheerleader. Change that dialogue in your head. Look in the mirror and go, "You got this. Awesome job. I'm so proud of you."
Oh my gosh, mirror work is so powerful, especially
Yeah.
when you're trying to, really step forward in a new way. Just looking at yourself and affirming. Like, look into your own eyes. Actually, look into your own eyes and say, wow, you're magnificent.
You are magnificent. You're awesome.
You are so beautiful. You are so loving. You are so kind. Do you know that? Do you know that about yourself? And just talk to yourself in the mirror. It can change you. It can change how you see yourself in a beautiful way.
Yep. So Carrie says, "Know that you are worthy. Don't give up. The world is your oyster for real."
It is. It is.
Michelle says, she posted one of her goals there, which Pooki asked. I'm working on my first step of transitioning from my current job to a new journey of resin art and sublimation.
Good.
Getting my space ready for my YouTube channel. Yay!
Oh, yeah. Come on, Michelle.
Go, girl.
Do it.
That is so awesome. I
That
love
is
that.
so, there's never too many people to inspire.
Yeah.
There'll always be, there's no shortage, right? There's no competition, folks.
There's a lot of art channels that really do well,
Yeah,
too.
there's no just like with Bob and Jason. It's no competition. They're both doing the same thing. They're just doing it differently, reaching different audiences.
Yeah,
That's
just-
all this is.
Supporting each other. yeah.
Absolutely.
Deanne says knowledge is only beneficial when I implement it. When you implement it into your daily life, take what you know and apply it. That's when you will just fill in the blank there. Christine is going to say, find sociable people. Yeah, find your tribe. Come here on Sunday mornings. Consider joining our High Vibe tribe. I mentioned that. I know I keep teasing people. I can't not wait for this thing. It's getting really close to be able to release it to the public with this personal transformation matrix thing. It's going to come with a 6-month access to the High Vibe tribe. So you'll get that as a bonus as part of the price of the course when it's launched, and then after the 6 months you'll have the option of continuing at a special rate. But yeah, we wanted to build in that community accountability aspect into the course, and then Lisa. I think this is a different one she posted earlier. Progress over perfection. Forward motion is still moving forward no matter the speed. Yeah, that's actually great. Don't judge the speed at which you're doing this. Just as long as you're making progress, that is something to celebrate. Take small, inspired, action steps. Before you know it, you'll be enjoying the view from the top of the mountain. Boy.
Yeah, from the top of your mountain.
You know, in our High Vibe tribe, I mean, Pooki and I lead a couple of things a month, but our community is stepping up. But Lisa in particular is starting to lead her own sessions, and she's doing a fabulous job.
She is. We celebrate that.
Yeah. Adele said earlier, top takeaway, step by step, little by little, you will get to your destination.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's probably a good one. Lisa says, different strokes for different folks. It takes us all.
It does.
All right. We have to head off and meet my daughter for her birthday. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you got something inspiring out of this. Make sure you're subscribed to Pooki's channel while you're here. And we wish you the best. We'll be back next Sunday. And maybe, Pooki, you need to start posting some more videos too, right? And check out her channel. There's a bunch of great stuff on here. So poke around.
There's a bunch of great stuff already on there.
Yeah.
However, I'm getting ready to put on a lot more stuff.
Yeah. All right. Take care, everyone. We love you. See you soon. So long for now. Bye.